Hello, my name is Kevin Delvin. Welcome to Rolling the Yukon. I will be contacting Joe, bring him online. Um, some of the topics of the day are going to be injuries. I hurt my rib a couple of days ago. I was grappling with Caden True Love in my ear. No, I mean my as we were rolling, my rib rolled over his heel, so my rib popped in and out of place, and um, I was going with Ryan. I don't know Ryan's last name, Ryan Deek, and my I pushed my wrist back, my thumb, and that it's still swollen a little bit, but it's hard to tell. But just take my word for it. I'm going to be hunting Joe. I contacted Joe a few minutes ago. He was out and about gathering some supplies. He said, "Call me back in 10 minutes." We're going to get caught up on his dogs, Buddy, Rebel, and Pumpkin in a few minutes. So, all right, as usual, like, share, comment, subscribe. I guess that's what everybody says. So let me find Joe. I copied the link. With Joe, I always go through Facebook. Maybe just type it in. There it is. See, I'm logging on to Facebook. Let's get Joe. So I'm going to send Joe a link on StreamYard. Boom. All right, I sent him that. I think to be successful, jiu-jitsu has to be a lifestyle. It's going to have to come first in your life. Well, maybe not first, but it's going to have to rank up there high, as in, for the rest of your life. So after it should be second to your job. And personally, your whole family should be involved in this whole thing that you're trying to accomplish. That's just a personal belief, Everybody's got their own ideas. Don't come at me too hard. And I got co-host Chat GPT to help me out if I get tongue-tied on anything. Then we're going to be talking about options. As we enter these positions, like from the J point, should we pass from this side, the other side? We got the J point. We got headquarters. The headquarters position is a good starting position for your training and drilling. Passing from headquarters position, passing from the J point is a good starting position. Starting from your butt, on your back, and just working through there. All right, let's get Chat GPT on the line. Joe is taking his time. All right, let's see. Let's get this. What else? We got D. D's coming. Let me make sure I send it to Joe. I did send it to Joe. And we got D coming online, Demetrius. He's going to be editing our video. So he wants raw footage. Chat's on the line right now. Hey, Chat, I'm on the podcast. You have any questions? Hello, Chat. I'm on the line with my people. Do you have any questions? I'm on my Rolling the Yukon podcast. All right, something happened to Chat. Start over. Voice ended. Let's go right here. Let me send Joe. I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna send Joe a message.
Absolutely. How what inspired them to start their jiu-jitsu journey? We also dive into their most memorable or challenging and what lessons.
What's going on, Joe?
Yo, what up, man? What up? What you doing?
Man, I was trying to, I was getting Chat GPT to ask me some questions while we
Yeah,
waited
kind of
for you
caught.
to while we waited for you to come online.
Yeah, I caught a tiny little bit of it there for a second. I was having some issues. I didn't really even get your note. Well, I got the note. I didn't get a notification, but I realized you had sent the thing. I was waiting. But what's chat up to? What's it asking you, man?
What inspired? Well, the last question was what inspired you to start jujitsu?
What inspired me to actually start jujitsu?
Yeah,
Well,
and stick with it.
well, I'm gonna tell you, I experienced and saw and fell in love with jujitsu um, like 32 years ago when I saw UFC number two. And I watched little 180-pound Horace Gracie beat all these fucking giants, right?
Yeah,
But I always liked it. But what got me to actually start and go into jujitsu is I had picked up knowledge of jujitsu from becoming a fan of it. I had been able to implement some of said tactics without any training against untrained opponents. Uh, I had a situation literally a couple of years ago where it's like a superhero moment. I saw a woman getting chased by a group of men that needed help and literally
yeah,
was screaming for help. And I interjected myself and helped the lady thinking she was getting attacked, chased by all these dudes, right? And I fucking jumped on the biggest guy there, pinned him down, held him down, wrestled him to the ground real easy, got him down real easy, trapped him in
yeah,
a head and arm triangle, and squeezed that dude out, right? But
yeah,
I squeezed him out. I squeezed him enough though to subdue him, keep him there. Then the cops came. Uh, I hear the cops, get off of him, blah blah blah. Well, I go to let the guy up. He kind of comes back up on top of me. I grab him up in an arm bar as he's coming up. The dude punches me in the
yeah,
face like once or twice, like right then. And then the cop pulls his gun out, whatever. Anyway, but I thought, damn, I was doing some kickboxing and some boxing and stuff at the time. But I thought, damn, for one thing, I'm glad that the dude didn't have a gun. But I thought, man, I need to take some jujitsu because I had that dude done for, and it would have been a lot easier for me if I could have just put him to sleep,
yeah.
like quickly. So I went to fucking jujitsu. I told the coach what had happened, and I want to learn better how to be able to subdue
My
someone easier. And that's literally where it started, and I haven't quit since then.
okay. Mine was for health reasons. My blood pressure was going up, and I always thought I was good at wrestling and fighting, but it turns out I wasn't. But I still loved and stayed with jujitsu even
Yeah,
after I got my blood pressure under control.
that's good, man.
All right, so
Health reasons isn't why I started, but I'll tell you what, for the mental health aspect of it though, I thrive on it. And I
yeah,
needed
exactly.
it. I need it in my life, dude. Because
Yeah, I mean,
it's a good
yeah,
thing.
I think so too.
So you're like, I want to get healthy. I'm going to do a combat sport. You decided to do that. That's an
Well,
interesting.
I wanted my first goal was to lose weight, and I
Hmm.
knew that I did 1 year of wrestling in high school.
Yeah,
I wasn't any good at it, but
dude, I'm telling you,
I
you,
did a year of wrestling, and so I said, yeah, let me do this jujitsu,
I was pretty
and
good at everything I tried. You know what I was bad at?
what's that?
The thing I'm really good at doing at jujitsu now, going all the time and not stopping.
Yeah,
I was pretty good at all kinds of stuff, but I hated going to practice and getting up early, and I couldn't commit. You know what I mean? I would quit after a
getting
while.
pulled,
Yeah,
pulled
man.
in a whole bunch of different directions.
Hmm.
Well,
happens, man.
that ties into one of the topics for today is making jiu-jitsu a lifestyle.
I mean, if you want to get good at it, I think it's pretty much well.
A lifestyle, as in,
Yeah, if you want to
now
get
you
good at
watch
it, you
what you
gotta
eat.
you gotta make it a big part of your life. Yeah,
You got to watch what you eat. You got to study this move. You got to practice this move.
yeah.
Um,
You know what's funny? You
that's
might not
how,
actually try and make it part of your life, but it will become part of your life without you knowing it. And at one point, it will become 90% of your life.
yeah. So now, every time you grab your children, you're thinking about a takedown. So, well, not all the time, of course, but when you grab your wife, you might want to give her a little arm drag, a little baby arm drag or something like that.
That's funny. Practicing on loved ones, what you're saying.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Um,
I don't know about your experience, but that's me though.
that's funny. Uh,
Do
practicing
you grab your children and
practice
as a
jujitsu in non-jujitsu situations. Yes,
yeah?
I
Oh,
think
okay.
it's common for people with your grips, with your positioning. Be like, oh,
Right.
if we hug, I'm getting both hands on the inside, just so you know.
I mean, you can just be you can be like laying there on the couch,
Yeah.
both your legs. Now you want the inside position.
Uh-huh. I start leaning. I start
Yeah.
using my chest and my chin. I'm like, I can't let you get head position.
Right. 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 Right.
My girl's shorter than me. I'll be hugging her. I duck. I put my head in her chest. She's like, you're pushing into me. I'm like, I get low in that back. I'm like, yeah, I can't win the lever. I got to win the leverage battle.
Hey, hold on. I got a special guest.
You do. Who's the guest, man?
Hey, Priscilla, you on speakerphone now? Priscilla,
Who this? Why you putting a special guest
Pris-
on speakerphone, Kevin?
well, she called, and I was letting her listen to the podcast,
Hmm.
but now she won't say. Are you busy? She's at
She's
work
busy.
though.
Oh,
I was just letting her
trying not
listen to it if she wanted to.
probably busy trying not to talk
But
to you because she's at
she's
work.
still on the line.
Hey, so did I'm gonna interrupt you real quick. We
Yeah,
got a new what would you call him? Not an engineer, not a producer, an editor, I guess,
yeah,
for
yeah.
the
Demetrius.
page.
Yeah,
Dem-
Demetrius. He said he'd be finished with
Demetrius.
that. He said he'd be finished with that footage tomorrow, late
That's
tomorrow,
that's cool.
and he'll
Uh,
have it up on the Rolling Yukon webpage.
nice. Mr. Demetrius has been kind enough to come in and do some filming. He came in during open
Absolutely.
mat on Saturday and filmed. Got a lot of good footage.
Yeah.
I think you guys took a little bit of interview type stuff too, but I was just gonna give a shout out, mention that, thank him for doing it and using his time and knowledge for it. You want
Oh
to hear
yeah.
that?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but it's real cool, man. I'm excited to see the little bit that I saw already was pretty cool, so I'm excited to see any more.
Yeah, he put out a feeler. That's what he said. He put it out. Actually, that reminds me. I should grab it. I'm gonna grab it. I'm gonna grab it tonight and put it on my webpage and start that whole thing. Trying to be consistent with that. Priscilla, hello. I'm gonna grab it tonight and put it on my webpage.
Nice.
So jujitsu, uh, as we go into the future, jujitsu is going to be a thing that we got to be ahead of the curve on as they build these teams with the CJI. Maybe we can get so good we can represent Oklahoma
Hmm.
or
Hey,
even our city against Oklahoma City,
speaking
Yukon
of
against Oklahoma, jiu-jitsu
speaking of
match 5-on-5.
nice. Speaking of CGI. Remember when I told you James White Fitness was building theirs, building a
Who?
wall? Remember I told you one of the local clubs that I follow here, James White Fitness. I told you they were building a wall. Remember I told
Oh,
you they
they
were
are.
building a. Yeah, I told you about it recently. Well, they got it finished. I saw it. It looks pretty cool. But it made me think. We've had one already for a while, and I just thought it was kind of funny. They're a little late, is what I was thinking. Like, we already have one. I hope theirs is softer than ours. I tell you what, because you get put against ours, it's pretty firm.
Absolutely.
It's quite a
I think
smackaroonie.
it's crazy. That thing is crazy. But
Yeah,
you know, it's only a beginning. We'll get better.
it
You
mostly
know,
gets used for
it takes
photo
time to
ops
get
now.
better material, better products,
Yeah,
uh,
yeah. Hey, speaking of
better
getting better,
campaigning.
you you've been a little banged up. You got a little nicked up here and there, so you didn't really roll today, but you got to witness some rolling today at class. What'd you see today from your students that you saw? Any kind of rolling at the noon class today, or anything that you saw that you liked?
The
What
the
what
one
what
thing
happened? What
the
happened
one
there?
thing the one thing that Joe was playing a game of kind of passively playing, but he got into the position of he almost got bow and arrow. Yeah, you almost got bow and arrow. The one thing that I did see that I didn't like was that you weren't protecting your neck when you were pushing on the feet
Hmm.
to your hips. You have to have one hand all the way up and have that arm pulled down so you don't get choked.
Okay,
Um,
you talking about when he had his hand on my lapel when he was kind
yeah,
of trying to
yeah.
trying to figure out what?
One hand has to be up in this position as you push on the feet, but you always have you can take your hands off, but you have to bring them back to the
Yeah, I think there was a second where I did use both my hands, didn't I?
yeah.
I think
Your,
I,
your
I
neck
maybe I
neck
maybe
was
didn't realize
unprotected.
that.
Your
I
neck
think
was
I
unprotected.
Okay, I think I maybe didn't realize that. Well, I'm glad it didn't get that way. But, it got, I was testing the waters a little bit. You know what I mean? Some of the stuff the guy did was legit on his
You
own, on his
you did a
own.
good. That was the only negative thing that I've seen about the whole round.
Yeah, and
Um,
then I got
you
a
eventually
good,
try to get you got your back to the mat and you try to scoop out
yeah,
your
got that,
back.
got that escape.
Then somehow you got him. Did you oopa? You
Let
oopa the
me
guy?
see. Let me
Got on
see.
top.
I came out to the side. I believe I pinned the knee and the leg. No, I just came up across the top, dude. I
You
spun out. I turned out into him and controlled his legs. I came out into side control, I remember, and I pinned the arm, and then I got him to lean his knee forward, so I went straight into mount, and I went instantly, had the arm across. I went right into the arm triangle attack.
yeah
But when I got in there, I seat belted him. I did that seat belt choke basically, or the gift wrap choke with the
yeah
gift wrap. And then I hit that Von flew when he tried to guillotine me. And then I hit that sweep. When I got mounted, I did a knee escape and then got
oh
half
yeah I did
guard.
yeah
I did a half
yes
guard. I did a half guard. I trapped the leg with the lockdown. I got an underhook on the right side, got a shoulder crunch, did a sweep into a nice, I don't know what that armbar guard called, a straight armbar, like a Gordon Ryan straight armbar
pinch.
from the top.
Yeah, it was from the head and shoulder pinch, right? And then you
Yep,
crept up
yeah.
the arm.
Yep, it was pretty. Yeah,
It
just
was
from
something
that
like
from
that.
that shoulder, it was a shoulder crunch arm bar.
Shoulder punch, yeah. All right.
Yeah, yeah, it was pretty nice, man. I felt good about everything, and I didn't do any of the kind of cheap stuff like the lapel or any collars, really, or But I felt good, man. I know it was against a newer guy, but I felt I did everything very well and smooth. And my I've kind of switched it lately the last couple of weeks from quantity to quality. We've been talking about this,
Quality to quality.
and I've been slowing myself down total, and it's been really, I think, helping my game completely. I think a lot in practice and roles and everything, man. It's
Yeah,
all
me,
really.
me and Joe, we were talking about some guys when they roll, they visibly become. I think this is a different topic, but
It's okay.
they start to shake. Their whole body is like so tight, and
hmm
they're just like I don't know how to explain it, but that takes time to overcome too. So
Yeah, yeah. It's pretty intense, man, because
they're just
after
they're just they're just sweating, just holding on. Everything's like and sweat just
after you've been dominated a few times and choked out and stuff, you get kind of your whole body gets hyped. It's that fight or flight thing. You're trying to survive, man. So it takes a while for people to learn to control that. It's funny when I know I'm not fully there, but I'm like getting a lot there right now, and
Mhm.
it's so funny how it's like honestly such a potentially dangerous situation, and you could just be so calm and not really, in control of everything. That's really good, man. It's really a good thing to do. Hey, so you know, today I went. I met with Gabe. I told you that I'm gonna go cross
Oh yeah,
train
you got
tomorrow.
it. You got a car.
Got it. Yeah, got a new ride, but I got an invite from a black belt to go cross train tomorrow. So I'm gonna go put the gi on and go visit another gym
Mhm.
and go test my metal. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because we're for sure gonna get some rounds. So that's pretty exciting. So shout out to
What
Gabriel.
time? What time you going on? You said tomorrow or Friday?
6:30 tomorrow night.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I ran into Coach Charlie Hill over there at the Kingdom the other day, and he invited me to come train with them whenever I get a chance. So
Yeah.
I got lots of opportunities to get lots of roles in. And then on top of classes, and then on top of Mr. Coach Kevin over here doing $70 an hour private lessons, just in case anybody's curious, they can go get that good work with Mr. Kevin.
Man, I'd rather have full-time committed
Not
teammates.
not
I'd
only
rather have.
will it be I know, but not only will it be good detailed work though to help your game, it will be lessons in life and philosophy as well. So it's
Thank you,
all
thank
it's
you,
all,
man.
it's all learning, man.
Thank
You're
you.
I I always say you're my coach, man, and my friend, but like I consider you as well like a jujitsu mentor as well, man.
Well, thank you, thank
So
you.
yeah, man, I appreciate. Sometimes I do too much, or I'm that I kind of don't like what you're making me do at the time, but I still do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And even sometimes, say I'm being stubborn and I kind of don't like it, and I think it's kind of poo poo in my own way. At some point, all of a sudden, I use it and I go, huh? Well, maybe that wasn't that bad of a deal after all.
Are you
That
talking
kind
about
of
that
thing.
one move where you go to the knees?
No, it's just I can't remember specifically. There was something though you kept having me do, and I thought it was a little bit of not really gonna be something useful to me at the time. It
Yeah.
wasn't something that I was gonna do really, and then all of a sudden I find myself end up doing it and realize, huh? And
Okay.
that's what I
Thank you.
realized. Maybe I should just shut my brain up and just do what he tells me to do because he's telling me for a reason. So that's a little ego involved because sometimes I think there's always that. Well, maybe not everybody, but I think there's always that time at some point in someone's career of being coached where they think maybe they know a little more than the coach at that time, at that
Mm,
particular moment on that one thing.
yeah.
And then sometimes you realize maybe that ain't the case. So, anyway, you do good work, man. That's all I'm saying.
Well, thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Sometimes it's not always something that I like to do, but it's all for the better. You know what I mean? We do some
Man, you know
grindy.
what?
We do some grindy shit, bro. We do. I tell you.
The same would go for you, man. I don't like some of the stuff that you make me do in the gym.
I I got you.
Hey, Joe's my weightlifting coach, man, and he'll grab these 80-pound weights and be like, "Here, boom." And I gotta go. I don't feel scared. Not all the time, man.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not cursing you out all the time, but I go
Mhm.
along with the program.
That's cool, man. That's the way it is, though. You know what I mean?
It will get me out of my it gets me out of my comfort zone of doing the same
that's
shit.
that's
I
exact
realize with you,
that's exactly it.
my deficits is some
Yeah, yeah,
muscle groups
yeah,
have major deficits.
yeah. Challenge yourself, man. It might be mentally or physically or with your attitude. You know what I mean? It could be.
No, but I learned how to. I learned to. I know what it feels like to actually lift weights. You got to
Hmm.
get to where your breath is, you're breathing heavy, and you start popping sweat and that's when you're getting some good work in
Hell yeah.
from
Yeah,
your from your
I
from
can't,
your
I can't,
weightlifting.
I can't wait for the video, man. I'm telling you, there's some good stuff that I saw from some people. Gonna be on there. Yeah, you've been just bouncing around, dude, real floaty, light on your feet, man. When you've been on your feet,
Yeah,
and
thank you. Yeah.
yeah, and still, you've been more active with your legs and your guard
Mm,
and framing, especially. It's tough to get close to you sometimes.
yeah.
Sometimes you got to get hit in the face and just get in there. You know what I mean? That's how it goes, man. Oh man, well, dude, I had a good time getting on, man. I can't really be on any longer tonight because I
I
got a couple
understand.
couple things I gotta do.
Hey man, I'm gonna give
But
your dog some spam.
what?
I got some spam in a can for your dogs.
Oh yeah, that's cool. They might like it. That'd be pretty rad. But all right, man. Well, good catching up with you tonight. I'll see you tomorrow for practice, and
All
then
right, dude. I'll talk to you later.
and at the gym tomorrow. All right, brother. Peace.
Peace to the Middle East. All right, that was Joe Dugan. I'm wrapping up. Really, Priscilla, are you gonna say anything?
What?
How come you didn't say anything?
Saying that like what?
I don't know anything on the video. How come you didn't say nothing?
Oh, I don't know. I thought you and Joe was talking.
We were, but you heard me call your name, didn't you?
No, baby. I told you I was sent to a patient, and I just got back on the phone.
Oh, okay, okay, all right, all right.
I didn't know if you knew you picked up the phone. I didn't want to.
Okay, I was just trying to get you involved in the whole process,
Yeah, I heard you. I know I heard you say something about that you give his dog some spam.
So what? Yeah. I did say that.
Yeah.
I did say that.
Oh, y'all doing your podcast?
Yeah. We still are rolling in Yukon. We got a new guy named Demetrius. So he's going to come over here. Actually, he's coming over this weekend to my house, and he's going to set up my stuff in my house. So I look forward to having him come on Saturday. Well, sometime this weekend, Saturday or Sunday. Do you have anything to add, Priscilla? How are your workouts coming?
What?
How are your workouts coming?
It's coming along good.
Did you do any squats today? Did you do any squats?
I was too busy to work out today. I haven't.
I said, did you do any squats today?
No, I haven't done anything today. I haven't even slept. Till I get home, kind of, I don't know, like at 4.
Oh, okay.
I was out. I went got home from work. I got dressed and took a shower. Everything. I was out. Came home like at 4 o'clock. So I didn't sleep. I didn't get nothing.
All right.
I'm gonna do it tomorrow.
All right. Well, I'm gonna sign off. Priscilla, I'm glad to have you on air with us.
What?
Huh?
I'm on air with you. You still recording?
Yeah, I'm still recording.
Is Joe there?
No, Joe hung up. I just never stopped recording.
Oh,
I tricked you a little bit. I apologize.
yes, he did. Yes, sweetheart.
Huh? I tricked you a little bit, you know.
You sure did. You got me. Even though I was on the air, I would have lied to say I did work out today. I would have said I went to 2 sessions.
Oh, 2 sessions?
Yeah.
Well, you didn't go to no sessions. All right.
It's a secret.
Whatever. So I'm going to be going. Jiu-jitsu is a life. Okay, we got lifestyle. Jiu-jitsu has to be a lifestyle and a way of life. As we go into the future, we're going to build a team. We're going to represent Yukon. We're going to represent Oklahoma. We're going to be top of the food scale. Injuries. Take care of your injuries. Train lighter if you have injuries. But don't stop training. And your options are have a backup move for your options. So you got the classic triangle, armbar, palata. Come up with different options, or a better word, probably dilemmas, with the Gordon Ryan underhand grip. All right. Wait till next week. We're gonna be up.